Then Durgasi, Durga Bhava Sagara Naurasanga. O Divine Mother, you O Divine Mother, you are Shri Lakshmi. Shri means Lakshmi, the radiant splendor who uniquely abides in the heart of Lord Vishnu, who is the enemy of Kaitaba. Earlier we have studied that Vishnu, who was sleeping Yoga Nidra, then from his ears wax, two demons came and they wanted to kill Brahma. Then Brahma prayed to Mother Kali, Mahakali. Then she came out of Lord Vishnu's sleep, Yoga Nidra, and Vishnu woke up and killed Madhu and Kaitaba. That's why here Kaitaba denoted as the enemy of Kaitaba, because he killed the demon Kaitaba. So, how is it told here? Shri Kaitabhari. Enemy of Kaitaba means Vishnu. Shri means Lakshmi. Hridaye, in the heart of Lord Vishnu. O Mother, you are the one who have become Shri, that is Lakshmi, the radiant splendor, who uniquely abides in the heart of Vishnu, who is the enemy of Kaitava. Then the last line of this verse is Gauri Tvameva Shashimauli Krita Pratishtha. O Divine Mother, you are indeed Gauri, the shining goddess. So why is Mother Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, called as Gauri? Because she has golden complexion. She shines like gold. Gauravarna, Gauranga means very pleasant complexion. Shining goddess, Gauri. So Gauri Tvameva Shashimauli Krita Pratishtha. O Divine Mother, you have become the goddess Gauri, who has established herself eternally with Lord Shiva, moon-crested Lord Shiva. So that is the simple meaning of this verse. Medhasi Devi Vidita Samasta Shastra Sara Durgasi Durga Bhavasagara Naurasanga Shri Kaitabhari Hridaye Krita Vasatir Eka Gauri Tvameva Shashimauli Krita Pratishtha. Now we shall go to look into the inner meaning, the inner significance of this verse. We all know this is Shakrati Stuti. Indra and other gods and goddesses are glorifying and praising the Divine Mother after she killed the demon, the buffalo demon Mahishasura. So here in this verse, the 11th verse in the 4th chapter, the verse intentionally strings together 4 different aspects of supreme feminine principle, proving that the different goddesses, so now from this we can learn, in Hinduism we don't have many gods and goddesses. It is only one God who is formless, attributeless, or we do not know what so many ways he is. We just tell to our limited understanding as formless God, without attributes, with form, without, with attributes, all that thing we tell because our limited mind can understand. God can be infinitely much more. That is what Sri Ramakrishna tells. But then, are there many gods? Yes, that also can be. So, what is it here? Many gods and goddesses? See, in this verse we can understand. The verse intentionally strings together 4 different aspects of supreme feminine principle, that is Divine Mother Durga, Devi, proving that different goddesses are only functional expansions of the one ultimate reality, Shakti. Just like we make humor in the house, our mothers, what will they be? As soon as they get up, they will wake the children, they will go and do all the work. If you don't get up early in the morning, they will become like Durga. They will be ready to punish you. Get up early in the morning and go to your work and other things. Then in the house, they are working, doing lot of work. So all that when they are doing, they will be like Gauri, Parvati. Then after that, they will be like Lakshmi, like Saraswati, in the teaching the children, doing the homework of the children. They will be like Saraswati. They're taking care of the finances of the house, bringing all the things and seeing how the accounts of the house is maintained. The same mother becomes Lakshmi. So when it is faced by difficulties, then she will become like Durga, trying to fight and protect the children and the family. So now you can see the same mother of the house will be taking different forms. Like that here, God also, when He wants to protect this whole creation, the children of His, so it takes first of all the feminine principle, supreme feminine principle, proving that different goddesses are just functional expanses of the one ultimate reality, that is Parabrahman or God. So His power, Shakti. So we are now in this Devi Mahatmyam dealing with the power of God. See, God in Himself is actionless, formless, attributeless. But His power is the one who creates and sustains and takes care of this world, protects us. So we are more interested in this study of the book, we are more interested in the feminine power of God. So here in the first line, Medhasi Devi Vidita Samasta Shastra Sara. Medha, the word Medha, the highest intellect, power of memory, power of understanding. So, O Divine Mother, you are that Asi, you are Devi, O Goddess, Vidita, known, understood, comprehended, that is Vidita. Samasta means all, in entirety. Shastra, Shastra means scriptures, sacred texts. Sara, the essence, the core truth. O Mother, you as Medha or Saraswati, you are the one who reveal the content, the essence of the scriptures and all the other spiritual practices. You are the power of memory, you are the power of understanding, you are the goddess who will make us know the entire essence of the whole of the scriptures. So, what is here the scriptures or Devi Mahatmyam telling us? O Divine Mother, you are none other than Saraswati Medha. O Goddess, you are the intellect by which the core essence of all the sacred scriptures is understood. So Medha means literally it is translated as intellect or wisdom. She is not just external knowledge. So Medha means it has a vast expanse. The inner capacity of comprehension. She represents the sharp, pure intellect required to understand the deepest spiritual truths, Shastra Sara, Medha. See, we all chant simply, glibly, mechanically, Gayatri Mantra. In all the functions, in all the temples, in all the religious occasions, we chant the Gayatri Mantra. So if we give our mind to the meaning of that, what is the last sentence in the Gayatri Mantra? Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. What is this dhi? That is intellect, the right understanding. O Creator God, Savitru is the Creator God. Bhurbhuvaswaha tat savitru varenyam. So we are praying to the Creator God. Please guide our intellect, our understanding in the right direction, so that we can get that intellect, higher, superior intellect, not ordinary intellect. We are praying that all of us should get that intellect in the Gayatri Mantra, universal prayer. So if we get the right understanding, right intellect, then everybody will be benefited. They will not commit mistake. So it's a universal prayer for the welfare of everybody. You are praying for the right understanding or the right intellect. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. Inspire our understanding, our intellect in the right direction. That is the Gayatri Mantra. So now that is Medha, the superior intellect. It is not just ordinary memory power. It is not, that is also included, but that is at a lower level. In our day-to-day life, it is called IQ, intelligent quotient. But this aspect of the Divine Mother is not covering only this portion. It has Medha or Saraswati, which the Divine Mother has a vast proportion. Goddess, you are the intellect by which the core essence of all scriptures are understood. So now we have to understand what this Medha is. We will take up that Medha afterwards, but before that, let us go to the second line. Durga si Durga Bhavasagara Naura Sangha. O Goddess, you are not only that higher intellect Medha, but you are the Goddess Durga. So we all repeat the name Durga, Durga Saptashati, Durga Puja during the Navaratri. What is meant by that Durga? In Sanskrit grammar, Durga means, literal meaning is that which is very difficult, or a fortress which is very difficult to go inside or conquer. So here, when it is taken with the name of the Divine Mother, Durga means Durgati Pariharini, the difficult, most difficult, which cannot be conquered, the difficulties of our life, who overcome, helps us to overcome, is called Durga. That is the meaning here. Durgasi Durga Bhava, the unconquerable problems of our life. No, the Divine Mother who helps us to remove all these difficulties is called Durga. Hasi, you are. Again, here there is one more Durga. Durgasi Durga Bhava Sagara. So here Durga is difficult, treacherous, perilous, Bhava Sagara. Bhava, this word means this world which we are living. This world where we are doing all our activities is called Bhava. What is Sagara? Sagara means ocean. You have seen the ocean, Indian Ocean. In Durban, you are on the Indian Ocean. So Sagara means ocean. Bhava means this world is compared to the ocean. If you go enter, the moment you enter, the board will be there. They will put net. Why? Sharks are there. They come and they will cut you off or eat you off. So how difficult it is. There will be poisonous snakes. There will be big fishes, whales. They may kill you. If you go still inside, there are deep waves, storms. We may die. Then so many things are there, difficulty. So ocean, crossing the ocean is very difficult. Likewise, our life also, this earthly existence is similar to that, like crossing the ocean. When we are small children, it is all happy. Play. Why? Bed of roses. Why? because the parents are taking all our responsibilities. So we do not know what is difficulty. As you grow up, as you get the ego, the intellect, your responsibility, you become youths, then the difficulty starts. All type, anxiety, stress, depression, and what you call this acidity, and then you will get this what you call, so many problems will come afterwards. When you get married, then more problem. After you have children, more problem. So it is even difficult than the ocean, crossing the ocean, this life. So here, this existence in this life is compared to Durga Bhavasagara. So, what is Mother Durga, the Divine Mother, doing? She is helping us to cross, just like a ship. How do you cross the treacherous ocean, the difficult ocean, the storm of the ocean? In a very big ship. So that is Nauka, or Nau means ship. In Hindi, you will be singing, especially in our ashram, you sing that song as soon as you start your opening prayer. After the opening prayer and the Shanti mantras are done, you sing one song on Sri Ramakrishna. What is that song? Do you remember what is that song you sing? Anybody can tell that? On Ramakrishna? Loudly, huh? Paramadayal, Paramadayal. In that, one word of Hindi comes. What is that? Naiya. What is the meaning of this Naiya? Naiya means boat or ship. Ramakrishna, you are the Naiya, or the boat or the ship, who helps us to take across this life, existence of life. That is the meaning of Naiya. In Sanskrit, the same thing, Naiya, see, N itself, Nauka. The ship or the boat is Nauka. Naura Sangha. That is what here. O Divine Mother, you are the boat or the ship which takes us across this very, very, very difficult Bhavasagara, the ocean of existence. Durgasi Durga Bhavasagara Naura Sangha. Difficult, treacherous, perilous Bhava, worldly existence. So Sagara, life and rebirth and so many things, ocean. So Asanga, a word, now Asanga. What is Asanga? Unattached boat. Completely free from worldly attachment. Why is this term called attachment is used? The boat should be with attachment, or this thing. Yeah, let us go deeper into that. We will take the help of Sri Ramakrishna to understand that. Sri Ramakrishna tells a beautiful story about it. So, what is that story which Sri Ramakrishna tells? Now, once there were 3 drunkards, or many drunkards. They had gone to the, what do you call this, pub or bar or whatever, where they get the alcohol. After consuming and after becoming intoxicated, what did they do? They went. Ramakrishna used to always tell things about near Calcutta, Ganga. So Sri Ramakrishna uses a parable of drunkards to illustrate how this attachment, see here is Asanga. Asanga means detachment. So why that ship of detachment? The Divine Mother is detachment, the ship of detachment. Sri Ramakrishna is telling about, illustrate how attachment to this world, moha, and worldly desires prevents us from going forward in spiritual life. Spiritual progress, or any progress, cannot be had if we have too much of attachment. So Ramakrishna uses this beautiful example. What is that beautiful parable? One night, a group of alcoholic men became heavily intoxicated with liquor. So it was night, they have taken a lot of alcohol, they were reeling around, intoxicated, In their drunken state, they decided it would be wonderful to take a boat ride to their village or town, wherever they lived, ride on Ganga river. Now they went to their boat, sat in the boat, all of them, all the drunkards were, because once you take alcohol, you get a lot of energy and your mind also becomes very enthusiastic, though they are reeling around. But the mind also sometimes doesn't work properly. So they got into the boat and took hold of the oars, olden days, and began rowing. Rowboats, olden days, during Ramakrishna's period, they didn't have the motor boat and all that thing. It was rowing boat. They took the oars and they started rowing the boat. Took hold of the oars and began rowing with immense enthusiasm. What is giving them that spirit of enthusiasm? The spirit which has gone inside in the form of the alcohol. So they rowed vigorously. They rowed and rowed and rowed. All night they rowed. They rowed and rowed the whole night long, sweating and exerting themselves through the dark hours, because it was night. They couldn't see anything on Ganga. They're rowing and rowing, convinced they were traveling far down the river to their town. When in the morning, the mist cleared and daylight, sun started coming, and slowly the effect of intoxication, the alcohol, began to wear off. They looked around to see where they had arrived. Have they come to their town? To their utter bewilderment, because the intoxication and the effect of the alcohol has gone down. Now intellect is working properly, Medha is working properly. Now to their bewilderment, they realized in the night after taking alcohol, coming to the Ganga where they had started, they were still there in the exact place. The whole night they have rowed and rowed. They are still in the same place. They have not even moved an inch. What had happened? They realized they were in the exact same spot where they had started. In their intoxication, what did they do? They had forgotten to lift the boat's anchor. See, the boat will be tied with the anchor to the ground. Heavy iron thing will be there, the anchor in the ship or the boat. Why? To station the boat at one place so that the waves doesn't carry away the boat. They put the anchor. So now, in their intoxication, they forgot to remove the anchor. So, they had rowed and rowed and rowed, put in so much of sweat. The whole night they were sweating with rowing and rowing. Not 1 inch had they moved, the boat had moved. So this is what our life, because we are deeply attached to so many people, so many things. All the effort we do in our life, we put so much of effort in business, in our office, in our work, but we don't progress at all in our studies as students, in our business, everywhere we put in so much of effort, but we are not at all moving forward in life. Why? Because attachment of anchor has not been removed. We have been rowing and putting in the effort and doing so much of work, no progress. So, O Mother, Divine Mother, you are the unattached boat. So without attachment, that ship, the anchor is removed. You are the, first of all, you are the intellect, which helps us to understand things. Otherwise, with this attachment, we are intoxicated just like the alcoholics. So, Swami Vivekananda compares our normal mind in our normal state. How is our mind? Swami Vivekananda compares it to a monkey mind. Not only that, Vivekananda tells our ordinary mind is not only a monkey. Suppose, imagine that monkey is now, somebody has made it to drink a lot of alcohol. So the monkey is intoxicated. What would be its condition? So our mind is like that intoxicated monkey. Not only that, says Vivekananda, furthermore, what is our mind like? This intoxicated monkey now is bitten by a scorpion. Suppose, have you seen somebody getting bitten by a scorpion? I have seen. Oh my God, they will be so restless. They can't keep quiet, they can't sit. They will be shivering, they will be having a lot of pain, intense pain, burning sensation. So now this intoxicate, first of all, it is a monkey, restless by nature, and it has been intoxicated by alcohol, and more restless, and now it is bitten by a scorpion. Then see amount of restlessness. Then finally a ghost has possessed this monkey. So what would be the condition of that monkey? Our normal mind is like that, says Swami Vivekananda. It is full of intoxication of attachment. So much of attachment. Husband, wife, children, father, mother, family, buildings, insurances, money, bank account. We are attached to so many things. So the attachment of alcohol, all these things. Then what is that? What has happened to that monkey? It is bitten by a scorpion. The scorpion of desire, want to get more, greed has bitten it. So it becomes more restless. Then what is the ghost which has possessed it? The ghost of ego, pride. Ego has possessed it. So now you can see our mind is, normal mind is like this, it seems. So that's why here, Divine Mother, first of all, as Meda, has to clear our mind and thought, give us clear understanding. Then she is helping us to cross all the difficulties which comes in our life, emotional difficulties and all types of difficulties, and she is an unattached boat for us to cross this difficult sagara. That is what is being told. So when the morning mist cleared, the effect of alcohol began to wear off. They looked around to see where they had arrived. To their utter bewilderment, they realized they were in the exact same spot where they had started in their intoxication. They had forgotten to lift the boat's anchor. Therefore, they began rowing. What is the significance we have to learn here? Sri Ramakrishna explained that many spiritual seekers, or even any ordinary person, acts like these drunkards. They perform prayers, they perform meditation, undertake austere disciplines, they do a lot of havan, puja, they go to so many priests, they open the book, they do so many things, yet they make no real progress towards the goal of spiritual life. This stagnation happens because they remain unconsciously anchored to the world attachment, their attachment to wealth, name, fame, and sensual pleasures. So, Divine Mother, you are the Durga who is like a unattached boat. Durgasi Durga Bhavasagara Naurasanga. So, what a wonderful way this verse is telling how Mother is helping us. So, after that, the third thing is Shri Kaitavari Hridaye Krita Vasatir Eka. Shri is Goddess Lakshmi, the embodiment of wealth, beauty, and auspiciousness. Kaitaba, the demon of Kaitaba. Ari, enemy, destroyer. Kaitabari refers to Lord Vishnu, the destroyer of Kaitaba. Hridaye, in the heart of Vishnu. Krite, made. Vasati, abode, dwelling place. Eka, solely, uniquely, matchless. O Mother, you are Lakshmi, who uniquely makes her permanent dwelling place within the heart of Lord Vishnu. Now in the fourth line, this verse is explaining it as the Indra and all other gods are praising the Divine Mother as, O Mother, you are Gauri. Gauri Tvameva Shashimauli Krita Pratishtha. Gauri means Goddess Parvati. Her name is Gauri. I told you why. The shining one. She has golden complexion. I think after doing the arati, regular arati, then you sing one last when you are doing the Karpura arati. What is that stotra you do that? Karpura arati? Anybody can tell you? Tell us. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram. That song you sing. So, but you think that stotra is for doing Karpura Arati. No, in reality, it is a stotra of Lord Shiva. That's a Shiva stotra. What is it telling? Oh Lord Shiva, you have Karpura Gauram. Karpura means camphor. Gauram means your complexion. Oh Lord, your body complexion is just like white, like that of camphor. Shiva is having the body complexion like camphor, white. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram. You are the incarnation of compassion. So that is the description of Lord Shiva. It's a glorification of Lord Shiva, not the something stotra of Karpura Arati. But while we are doing Karpura Arati, we tell that to any god or goddesses, we are telling that stotra. So, Gaura means beautiful complexion, bright complexion. So here, Mother Gauri or Parvati having golden complexion. Shiva is camphor-like complexion. So Gauri, Parvati is golden complexion. So she is called Gauri. Now, what does it represent? Pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is represented by that. So, O Mother, you are that Gauri, Goddess Gauri, the shining one, Parvati in her pure form. Tvam, Eva, you indeed, certainly, alone. Shashi is moon. Mauli, crown. Who is having Shashi, moon on his jata like a crown? Shiva. So Shashi Mauli is Shiva. Indeed, certainly alone. Shashi Mauli, crown, crest of the head. Shashi Mauli refers to Lord Shiva, who wears the crescent moon on his head. Krita, made, Pratishtha, established, consecrated. O Mother, you alone are indeed Gauri, who is eternally established alongside the moon-crested Lord Shiva. How is the Divine Mother established with Shiva? In Vishnu, she is established in the heart. In Shiva, she had occupied the half the body of Shiva itself. That's why Shiva is called Ardhanarishvara. Half Shiva, half Parvati. She has established herself as half the body. So that is Gauri. Now, you alone are indeed Gauri, who is eternally established alongside the moon-crested Lord Shiva. Okay, what is this? Why is the Divine Mother praised like this as Medha, Saraswati, and also like the Lakshmi and other things? Let us go deeper and understand this. Now, Shakti or power of the Divine Mother is practical human psychology. We can see, compare it with our own mind. Let us look how these three powers manifest in practical human psychology as intention, action, and knowledge. Now, first of all, you have to tell in Hindu philosophy, the supreme cosmic power, Shakti power, manifests as three divine trinity. That is, first is Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and also the fourth one is Gauri. Here all the four aspects has been told, who embody the first three. Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati embody three fundamental forces of cosmic evolution. What is that? Kriya Shakti, the power of action. Ichha Shakti, the power of willpower, desire. And Gnana Shakti, the power of knowledge, respectively. Durga is connected to Kriya Shakti, power of action, the force of execution. That is, Kriya Shakti is force of execution, is the dynamic energy required to physically manifest, transform and destroy negativity. Warrior energy, Goddess Durga, in her fiercer manifestation like Kali, Chandi, represent kinetic force that fights cosmic demons, restores cosmic order, and drives all physical movements and cosmic labor. So, in our mind, in our life too, we need Kriya Shakti to act, to take the move forward and do work. So, that is the important aspect here. And what is that? That is Durga. Without her grace, we can't do action. We may have intelligence, we may have the willpower, but if you don't act, what is the use? So Divine Mother Durga represents that Ichha Shakti. Then what about Lakshmi? What does she represent? Is connected to, first one was Kriya Shakti. Ichha Shakti is Lakshmi, power of will, desire. The power of intention is Ichha Shakti. Lakshmi is the cosmic urge, motivation, willpower that precedes creation. Without desire, without intent, no action can take place in this world. How will you act if you don't have the willpower? So Lakshmi represents that. Because of that willpower, source, she is the source of abundance. Goddess Lakshmi rules over prosperity, well-being and love. She embodies the divine aspiration of life to thrive, to expand and experience fullness, providing the inner drive and material resource to sustain existence. Then what about Mother Saraswati or Medha? Is connected to the power of knowledge, Gnana Shakti, the force of knowledge, intellectual illumination, wisdom and discernment, Viveka, needed to guide action and desire righteously. So Mother Saraswati is the source of wisdom. She governs the arts, speech, science and spiritual wisdom. She represents pure awareness and ultimate truth that allows to seeker to understand the cosmic design and attain full liberation. Now see how it is now these 3 or 4 aspects of the Divine Mother is connecting to our own life, day-to-day life. So let us explore how these forces, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati, they play a role in our life. Let us look how these 3 Shaktis manifest in practical human psychology. Yes, in practical human psychology, the triadic forces of Ichha, intention, Gnana, knowledge and Kriya, action, operates as psychological engine. For any human achievement, behavioral change or goal fulfillment to occur, all these 3 powers must align and activate in a precise sequential loop. What is the first one? Lakshmi, Ichha Shakti, the psychology of intention and motivation. You should get motivation. Without intention and motivation, you can't even think, you can't even work. So first is Lakshmi, Ichha Shakti. the spark. This is the domain of willpower, desire and motivation. It answers the question, what do I want and why do I want to do it? In modern psychology, this corresponds to intrinsic motivation, inspiration, goal formulation. It is the emotional and psychological drive generated in the prefrontal cortex when you envision a desired future state or value. Without this ichcha, you fall into apathy. That's why comes in our life laziness, procrastination. Now, did you understand why we have this negative aspect of procrastination, laziness? Because we don't have motivation, we don't have willpower. What is that power which gives us? Ichcha Shakti, Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi. So see how it is connected to our own life. So depression or procrastination or laziness all comes due to the absence of Ichcha, Lakshmi. Now, what is the next one? Gnana Shakti. The psychology of knowledge and cognition. This is the domain of intellect, strategy, medha and processing. It answers the question, how do I achieve what I want? So, this maps directly to cognitive processing, critical thinking and executive function, that is Mother Saraswati. Once a desire, you will something, you want something is born in your mind, this Saraswati Gnana Shakti, the power of knowledge, gathers facts, analyzes risks, creates step-by-step strategy in your life, and it starts applying discernment. So, Viveka, without knowledge, your desire remains wishful thinking. You act blindly and foolishly. So, what is the next power? That is the power of Durga. What is that? Kriya Shakti, the psychology of action and execution. This is the domain of physical execution of work. That's why in the board of management, what is the topmost thing? It is executive committee. In the board, you may take so many decisions, everything, but until unless it is executed, it's of no use. So, the Divine Mother, Durga, is the power of execution. That is Kriya Shakti. This is the domain of physical execution, habit loops and labor. It answers the question, am I doing the work? This corresponds to volition, behavioral activation and motor output. It is the grit, discipline, the physical energy required to move our muscles and alter our physical reality. Without action, without Kriya, Mother Durga, now whether you have high intellect, you may be the most intelligent person, you may be having lot of desire, Lakshmi, wealth and everything. Without execution, then all your knowledge, intelligence and wealth remains theoretical, leading to the paralysis of analysis. So, execution, action, that is Mother Durga is important. So, Ichcha Shakti, Gnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Durga. Intention, want, strategy, Gnana Shakti and action, Durga. So, when this Shakti's power misalign in our life, when these three forces are out of sync, it creates distinct psychological problems, blocks. Okay, let us see. You have high Ichcha Shakti, you have high Gnana, you have high intelligence, high willpower, but low Kriya Shakti, low action. So you become an anxious dreamer. You become a dreamer. You know exactly what you want, and how to do it, but you suffer from chronic procrastination and paralysis. You don't act. You dream, you think, you write, but you don't act. So then what is the other psychological block? High Ichcha Shakti, low knowledge, low intellect, but high action also. You do a lot of work, you have a lot of willpower, but low intelligence, Medha, Saraswati. What does it lead to? What is the block in your life? Blind, hyper worker, restless worker, simply go on doing some work, aimless. You have massive drive and you work tirelessly, but you don't work smartly in your life. But because you lack a strategic plan, you repeatedly burn out or fail. So low Gnana, low Saraswati. You have high Lakshmi, high Durga, but low Saraswati. So what happens? Block, psychological block. Then the third block is you have low Ichcha Shakti, no willpower, but high knowledge and high action, Kriya Shakti. How is it? Robotic worker. You have the skill and the discipline to execute tasks perfectly, but you lack inner passion, leading to profound midlife crisis or existential dread. So now we have understood the significance of this different manifestation of Divine Mother in the form of Medha, Durga, then Lakshmi, Gauri, all that thing, how the Divine Mother manifests in all this form, and how it is connected to our life, our progress in our life. So we will stop our discussion here. We will take up much more about this in our next class, trying to know what is the higher aspect of Medha. Something very beautiful things are there about this Medha. So we will discuss, because it will take a long time to understand that Medha, and so many other aspects are there. We will take up in our next class. We will now conclude today's glorification of the Divine Mother in this 11th chapter by hearing or singing Sarvamangala Mangalye. What was this? Earlier we discussed Shakradi Stuti, Indra and other Devatas are glorifying. What is this now we are going to sing, which we sing every day in our Arati? Sarvamangala Mangalye is Brahmadi Stuti. The Creator Brahma glorified Divine Mother. So it is still higher, powerful. So let us chant, let us sing that Brahmadi Stuti Sarvamangala Mangalye and close our today's meditation on the Divine Mother.
Jai